I'm Nate. My Expat Lifestyle this week is bringing me to Camiguin Island. I got a brand new adventure going on. I was getting a little stir crazy over in Malaybalay with all the rain, the power outages, the water outages. Instead of being a little whiny baby, I went ahead and got back on the road, got back on those buses, and now I'm on a ferry headed to Camiguin Island. Camiguin Island is a well-known tourist area, but only well-known for locals. It's here on the north side of Mindanao, east of CDO, but west of Siargao Island, someplace you've probably heard of before. For the first 2 days, I'm going to be renting a motorbike and exploring the south side of the island, a place I've never seen before. Come check out my Expat Lifestyle. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh my heart. So I walked out of the ferry here, and you can either catch the jeepney or the multi-cabs to go up. You basically just look up the area you're headed to on the island and tell them that's where you're headed, or hop on and ride. But if you look out here, you got all these people where you can catch like your little private taxis, your tricycles, or you can rent a motorbike. That's what I did. I know a guy on the north side. He'll rent me a motorbike here on Camiguin for about $300 a day if I do multiple days. Here I found one for $350. If you're going to do just 1 or 2 or 3 days, it's going to cost you about $450 a day in order to get like a small 125cc motorbike. Now, if you want a bigger bike, it's more expensive, just like anything in life, right? I ended up going with this fine gentleman here, and you can check out his store name. And he seems like he's got me a real quality 125 Honda Click that I'll be using for the remainder of my trip. Easy peasy. As soon as I walked out, plenty of people willing to help me out. Oh. Right down the road from the ferry, like literally like it would be a 20-minute walk. It's a 5-minute motorbike ride. I'm staying here at the A5 Travelers Inn. I'm only here for 2 nights. This is where I'm sticking around. I got this place off of Facebook. I don't even think you can find it on Agoda or Booking.com. The price itself should have been about $1,500, but I'm only paying $1,200. In fact, when she showed me the room, she initially said $1,500, but I showed her the messages for $1,200 for the special rate. You guys aren't going to believe the place I got. Maybe it's they upgraded me or something. Right off the bat, you can see I got 3 beds. I'm staying here for 2 nights, so that means I'm going to have 1 bed I don't even stay in. You got a TV. You got a whole area for your laundry here. The place is super clean. You got a full-scale mirror here. You got a bathroom with a bum gun. I do not see a water heater. I'll have to let you know that goes. As you can see, I already got a lot of my stuff laying around. I am already ready to go to the beach. They came with 2 free waters and a full kitchen that I will not use. Now you do have a little backdoor patio thing going on out here. If you wanted to hang out some of your laundry, like I'll be putting my stuff out here after I go swimming. 1,200 pesos a night, or this price in US dollars. Would you stay here? The original plan is a bust. I tried going to the clam sanctuary and aqua park here on the south side of the island. I ran out of my hotel as fast as I could. I packed up a bag, threw on another shirt, put on my swim trunks, but everything is closed. I spoke with like the locals in the neighborhood that were staring at me kind of funny, and they let me know that everything was going to be closed tomorrow too. I guess it's been closed for months due to some government permit, so I made my way out there for naught. But I am here at the Lagoon Bistro. It's a little lagoon south of the port. I was recommended this the last time I was here by somebody I met on the ferry. A lady and her mother had both said this place were really great. And I am alone. There's nobody here but the wait staff, which is usually not a good sign, but I'm still gonna try it. I got some chicken adobo coming, along with some sweet potato French fries and some garlic rice. So I'm hoping it's pretty delicious. There are some like fun little cats running around playing, which is like entertaining to watch when you're alone. And the lagoon itself is very pretty. We did it, gang. I'm here on Camiguin Island and finally doing what I came out here to do, which was enjoy some beach life, enjoy the good life, and enjoy the Philippines. Not gonna lie, I was sweating it. After yesterday, with the clam sanctuary being closed and the adventure park being closed. And then that lagoon bistro that I got recommended to me, having no people in it, just a bunch of cats. I was starting to think this trip was gonna kind of suck. But here we are on day 2, and I am on Camiguin Island. Check this out. I've been reminiscing from Thailand, but it was just more reminiscing for kind of the amenities that when I got back to Malaybalay I wasn't getting. There were constant power outages. The water was out when I first got back. Now the water pressure is on and off. And it was like, Jesus, I just want my amenities, you know? Especially after being in Thailand for so long, where everything works, you know, so orderly, within reason, right? It's not Japan or Korea. But things actually, you know, work. This is what I was missing. I needed a little bit of beach life. I can't do this all the time. My skin is way too gentle and way too white to be out here for long periods of time, but an hour and a half in the sun today. A couple of days from now I'll be out again in the sun. This is exactly what I needed at Camiguin Island. I was actually also pleasantly surprised that when we caught the boats in, it's like 750 pesos for the boat, and then another 75 pesos for the like environmental fee or whatever, however they can tack on an extra buck, they'll do it. But I found another guy from Manila coming out here solo, so we ended up splitting a boat. I'll be going back with him in about another half hour. I've been out here for about 2 hours. You get 3. And you can pay more if you want to stay out longer. But goodness gracious, this is exactly the place I wanted to be. I was snorkeling earlier. I saw a bunch of cool stuff. I saw these big silverfish flicking through the sand and eating up worms. I saw like all these little tiny fish protecting their eggs in a coral reef from bigger fish. I just really enjoyed kind of splashing around here. You know, I'm not here to badmouth Malaybalay. The cost of living there is just the cheapest, cheap you can get as far as good cost of living. There's cheaper, but when it comes to good quality cost of living in a place you like with people that are really awesome, Malaybalay is hard to beat. But like I was telling my buddy, one of your expat lifestyles out here can very much easily be get yourself a $200, $300 a month apartment with utilities and internet and phone. And then from there, you spend the rest of your budget traveling all around. And on food, if that's your thing. Or on bars, if that's your thing. Or on island getaways, if that's your thing. But a majority of your budget can be just traveling from place to place to place. Meeting new people, enjoying yourselves, and seeing things like this, Camiguin Island. I've been extremely surprised that here on the south side of the island, it's kind of dead. There's not many people at all. I really assumed that for the Lanzones Festival, you know, it would be popping the whole island. But here on the south side, most places I go, they're either not open at all, or if they have people, it's very few people. And then with that comes good and bad. You know, the restaurants, the food choices have been very sparse, and the service very poor here on the south side of the island. But the locations that are open, it's not crowded at all. I went to that Matunabee, I went to that little island trip, and it was great. Not many people at all, just a handful of folks, wasn't overwhelming. And here I'm at a mangrove forest, and I'm the only one here. I wasn't even gonna go in because they were gonna have an environmental fee. But the dude just kind of told me I could go in when I asked him, hey, what's in there? He said, oh, mangrove. And I said, so a bunch of trees? And he said, yeah, go ahead. think you could see that I didn't want to pay if it was going to suck. But this is actually a pretty cool little spot. You know, I was really bummed out at the beginning, that first day I got here, when the main thing I wanted to do was closed, along with the second most important thing was closed. But luckily, today totally made up for it. Here is my second day on the south side of the island. As far as the food options, that's okay. I could stand and lose a couple meals or not have tasty morsels. As long as I have some cool nature to enjoy. And there's a complete lack of rain. They've already been telling me in Malaybalay it's been raining like crazy. The power's been going out again. But over here on this island, everything's fine. I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this trip. This has been the first 2 days of Camiguin Island. Second day more than made up for the first and the travel day. And I'll see you guys later down the path for the Lanzones Festival.